Hi there, it's a beautiful morning down here in Port Solent. My name's Andrew Adams from Parker Adams Boat Sales, and I'm here today to bring you a really fantastic Sealine S23. This boat is presented in fact brilliant condition. You can see here the Silvertex upholstery in the cockpit looks in just pristine order. Down below it looks completely immaculate, and this engine bay you can eat your dinner off. So I'm really excited to bring you this walkthrough tour. Let's get on and show you the rest of the boat. Now the Sealine S23 is an incredibly versatile small sports cruiser, and in my opinion it packs more into it than any other 23-foot sports cruiser. Now we've done a few walkthrough tours on other S23s, so what I'm going to do in this tour is not focus so much on the design and layout of the boat, but more on what this boat has over other ones and why this one I think is one of the best S23s on the market at the moment. Now this boat has been completely upgraded over recent years, and it is just presented in fantastic condition. For those of you that can spot where we are, we're in Port Solent, and why that's important is because the owner of this boat lives just behind the boat, and you can tell that the attention to detail on this boat is fantastic because he comes down to the boat very regularly. Anything it needs gets done. So if we look at down here, you've got the addition here of fender baskets. So instead of bringing fenders all the way back to the cockpit area, you've got two fender baskets for 4 fenders clamped here on the side. The walkways down on the S23s are not particularly wide, but they are wide enough to get down, but you've got good grab handles all the way around. But what that does is really maximise the amount of space that you get down below on the boat. As we walk back, you can see that the boat is polished, it's been in lovely condition, but the other thing that draws your attention to is this set of covers. So it's got a really lovely new set of covers that have gone in the last couple of years. And if you zoom in on there, you can see it's not just a straightforward blue, it's got almost a slightly tweed effect to it, and I think that just makes it look incredibly high quality. I really like that. The transom of the S23, you've got this little lift up hatch. That there just nestles up there. I said I wouldn't do all the features, but actually it's quite a cool one, that one, particularly for marina berths. They measure everything in marinas, so you can lift that up and save yourself probably a few £100 a year just because of that distance. So I quite like that. It's really nice and easy to do. As soon as you step on board this boat, it has a real quality feel, and that is predominantly driven by the Silvertex upholstery. You can see it's got this really nice Silvertex upholstery, and then you've got the indigo blue piping all the way around it, and it just feels a really nice place to be, even down to the fact that you've got a little worktop on the side there, and that again has an extra cushion on it as well, which is really nice. In terms of upgrades, if we look around, obviously the upholstery has all been upgraded, the covers have been upgraded, there's a fridge that's been put in recent years, so you've got a new fridge in there as well. You may not be able to see it at the moment, but you'll have a better view a bit later on. You've got LED lighting, so you've got blue lights which go throughout the cockpit here as well. And then the upgrades don't stop at this end, they also continue through to the helm position, which is brilliant. And the upgrades here, you can see it's had a new dash panel which has all been fitted by Osmotec Marine, and they went through this boat in the last couple of years pretty extensively. And what you've got is a new dash panel here, you've had a new bow thruster, that was fitted within the last year. You've got a new ICOM stereo and an M330, a Raymarine Axiom Pro 9-inch plotter there. You've got Mente Marine auto trim tabs over here, and just as you can see, it looks incredibly clean and crisp, and there's barely a speck of dust on it. It really is presented absolutely superbly. The rest of the condition of everything, the only thing upgrade that this boat hasn't got that someone may consider doing is putting something like an Evo teak decking through. It's got carpet down, which actually I think is quite cosy, to be fair, but the only thing that I would do to possibly just finish off this boat would be to put something like Evo decking down on the floor down here. So I'm going to grab the camera. Nick, my broker, is going to lift this area up here, so when we come back up you'll be able to see the engine bay really nicely. But if we go down here into the cabin space, I'll continue to show you the upgrades down here. At some point this sink has been replaced. You can see the sink is absolutely immaculate. The hob, it's had a new oven put into here. Underneath there you can see everything completely pristine. Even down to the steps here. So on the steps it's got, it's a teak and holly veneer. Now I've used this on my own boat before, and it's a very thin piece of Formica which is designed to look like teak and holly, but it's absolutely brilliant because because it means it's very, very hard wearing. It's not real wood, so it doesn't have the normal water damage you can get with wood, and it just looks brilliant. So you can see the steps there in excellent condition. The upholstery is completely unmarked. I don't know if the upholstery is original, but it certainly doesn't look like it's original because it is completely immaculate. You've got the Sealine bag here with all of the documentation, everything else that comes with the boat, and even little touches like all of the 240. You're right up there, Nick. You're bashing things around. You can see up here the 240 sockets have all been replaced. You've got a carbon dioxide detector up there. You've got a Sony Bluetooth system at the top here. Down below here, you can see this particular boat comes with all of the infills. So you've got the infill cushion in Silvertex for the upstairs. You've got an additional one there, and then an infill to make this front area into a bed. And that bit there just slots into this to then close off this area, which makes this an even larger bed area. In terms of the heads compartment, as you can see, the heads compartment on these is small but very functional. I like the fact that the light is nestled just behind there. The loo has been replaced as well, so you've got new pipes for all of the loo, and the shower it doubles up there as a shower head and also tap. So that is down below. The carpet again is presented beautifully. That's been replaced in recent years, and you can just see that everything about this boat just feels very, very fresh, clean, and really, really good. The boat's also fitted with heating, so it's got an Eberspacher heating control there, and you can see just another power point just under there as well. So Nick has now done a brilliant job, albeit a noisy job, Nick, but a great job, opening up the engine bay, and you can see nestled down there is a KAD32. Now, this engine bay really is immaculate. You can see the KAD32 here. Now, this engine has done, it's done under 500 hours, so it really is a very, very low hour boat. If you consider the boat's a 2003 boat, having done only 500 hours really is exceptional, and it's had an excellent service history and work ethic through the boat's history. Everything down there, you can see access to the batteries just down there, your fire system, your battery charger, your calorifier, and it is all absolutely immaculate. Now that engine generates 170 horsepower, and it will push this boat along at around about 30 knots. So it's good performance, but cruising everywhere around about 21, 22 knots. So I think that's everything for this boat. I really, really like the boat. It has a lovely feel to it, and I think this will make a brilliant family cruiser for someone. So if you're in the market for an S23, we've got a couple of them on the market at the moment, and this one is really worth having a look at. Thanks as always for watching. Please remember, if you've got this far and you've enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.